Cartoon Network has given us some of the most iconic villains in animation history, and villains have aura. Well, they should at least, which is why I'm ranking 20 Cartoon Network villains by how much aura they actually have. The 3 criteria for aura I'm using. First, the drip. Does your design go hard, or do you look like somebody's aunt? Second, fear factor. Does the hero's confidence leave the chat? And third, the bonus column. Villain song, iconic quotes, death scene, anything that adds to the overall package. Some of these villains have it. Some are in aura debt so deep they'll never recover. Let's start at the bottom. And trust me, some of your favorites are about to get cooked. From Powerpuff Girls. Bro, these guys wanted to be villains so bad. Their biggest crime was literally standing on grass. That's it. They stood on grass that said keep off and thought they were hard.
Townsville's going down. I'm gonna throw this paper on the ground.
Yeah, these are the minions before minions existed, except somehow less threatening. Drip, they're literally blobs. Fear factor, the Powerpuff Girls laugh at them. Bonus, nothing. Aura in the negatives. My boy Fuzzy's entire villain motivation is property lines. He gets mad when people step on his land. That's not a supervillain. That's a homeowners association complaint.
Hey you! Get off of my property! Now!
Bro brought a banjo to a super fight. Next. Okay, I know some of y'all have complicated feelings about the cankers, but chasing middle schoolers around trying to kiss them isn't aura. It's just uncomfortable to watch as an adult. They were effective at being terrifying, I'll give them that. But it's the wrong kind of terrifying. That's it, that's his whole personality. Rival scientist with a bad laugh. Bro was in love with Dexter's sister and couldn't even make that interesting. Creepy silhouette man made of fire. Sounds cool, right? Drip is actually solid. The fire shadow look goes hard. But fear factor? He gets outsmarted by 10-year-olds every single week. Bonus, nothing memorable. You can't be menacing and a regular L-taker. Pick one. Now before y'all come for me, I said pre-backstory Ice King. Seasons 1 through 3, Ice King was a joke. Kidnapping princesses, getting bodied by a 12-year-old and his dog, being the comic relief villain nobody took seriously.
Wait! No! Don't leave! I'll kill you all!
Then the show revealed his tragic backstory with Marceline and suddenly everyone's crying. But early Ice King? In aura debt. He had to earn his way out. Okay, Vilgax looks scary. Giant squid-faced alien warlord. Most dangerous being in the universe. Cool title. Drip, elite, that design goes hard. But fear factor? Bro, you kept losing to a 10-year-old with a watch he found by accident every single time.
Say the word. I will.
The design carries him. The resume does not. This one hurts because Mojo is iconic. The helmet, the speeches, the dramatic villain monologues that go on way too long.
Stop! Cease! Desist! Do not continue with your rambling.
But at the end of the day, kindergartners. He loses to kindergartners. I can't put him higher. The speeches give him some aura, but the L's take it right back. A French con artist Duck from Courage the Cowardly Dog. That's the villain, and honestly, he's kinda great, but he's more annoying than scary. He tricks old people out of their stuff and runs away. Slimy? Yes. Aura? Barely. Edgelord Energy was crazy, absorbing powers, being Ben's dark mirror, the whole rival thing. But then he became a good guy and started dating Gwen. Aura? Revoked. You can't be intimidating and a boyfriend. Sorry, Kevin.
Return the slab.
What?
Return the slab.
Yeah. You remember. We all remember. This CGI Egyptian pharaoh showing up in the middle of a 2D cartoon was a war crime against children's mental health. The way he moved, the way he didn't blink, the plagues he brought down on that farmhouse. But here's the thing, he's a one-episode wonder. He showed up, traumatized a generation, and dipped. That's not enough screen time to build lasting aura. But man, what an episode. If you haven't seen Over the Garden Wall, first of all, go watch it. Second of all, the Beast is genuinely one of the most unsettling villains Cartoon Network ever created. A shadow creature in the woods who manipulates lost souls into keeping his lantern lit, using their despair against them? That's dark.
Now, what direction did those children go?
You leave those children be! Beast! Beast!
The problem? The show is only 10 episodes. Limited screen time means limited aura accumulation. But what he did with those 10 episodes? Elite behavior. Underrated. Severely underrated. This dude lives in the center of the earth, has nightmare tentacles, and his whole motivation is that he's lonely. He just wants friends, but he goes about it in the most horrifying way possible.
I've decided I'm keeping the kids as my friends. Forever!
The Grim Adventures crew understood that the scariest villains have layers. Nergal had layers. He deserved better. He's not a villain? Yes, he is. Shut up. Yes, he is. This man tormented Courage daily, called him stupid dog, refused to believe anything was wrong even when literal demons were in his house, sold his soul for a hat, teamed up with every villain Courage ever fought just to get rid of him.
Stupid dog! You made me look bad!
Bro was running psychological warfare on a rescue dog. Villain behavior. Case closed. The Lich is not a villain. The Lich is a concept. He's the literal embodiment of extinction, death, the end of all things. And he shows up in a show about a kid and his stretchy dog.
We will sail until every light has been extinguished. You are strong, child, but I am beyond strength.
That voice, that design, the fact that he possessed the snail, you know, the cute little snail that appeared in every episode as an Easter egg. Yeah, he possessed that, turned a running gag into a nightmare. The Lich doesn't want money, doesn't want power. He wants everything to stop existing, and he almost pulled it off multiple times. That's aura. My boy Katz walked into every episode like he owned the place, because he did. This man had his own theme music, a little hip-hop beat that played every time he showed up. He ran fake businesses, motels, spas, cruise ships, specifically designed to kill people, fed guests to spiders, turned humans into machines, challenged Courage to staring contests before trying to murder him.
A little sport before dying, dear boy.
And he did all of it in a calm British accent while wearing business casual. Absolutely unhinged. The cat was a serial killer with a franchise. That's terrifying and impressive. We never saw his face. We didn't need to. Slade operated in shadows, manipulated Robin into becoming his apprentice, tortured the Titans psychologically before ever throwing a punch. And when he did fight, he mopped the floor with all 5 of them, at once.
I won't stop. Not now, not ever. I am the thing that keeps you up at night.
The voice, the mask, the way Robin was genuinely scared of this man. Slade understood that real aura isn't about screaming and explosions, it's about control, and he had complete control over every situation he was in. Sleep paralysis demon energy, respectfully. They couldn't even say his name. Let that satisfying sink in. Him is literally a demon, not kind of evil or demon-themed. An actual biblical, shape-shifting, reality-warping demon who feeds on negative emotions. He possessed Bubbles' stuffed animal. He turned all of Townsville against the Powerpuff Girls. And in the episode Speed Demon,
Yes! As you raced through time, the whole world went to heck.
he won. The girls disappeared for 50 years, and him took over the entire planet. Killed every other villain because he didn't need them anymore. Became a giant, invincible monster that even the Powerpuff Girls couldn't scratch. And he did it all in high heels and a pink tutu. Fashion and function. That's aura you cannot teach. This man doesn't fight heroes. He doesn't need to. He runs a company that sells evil to other villains. That's not a villain. That's a franchise owner.
I see you're heading back here. You must be finished.
Other villains are scared of him. Let that sink in. The bad guys, the people who fight heroes for a living, don't want smoke with Black Hat. The design is flawless, the attitude is CEO of Hell Energy, and he does it all while looking like the Monopoly Man's evil twin. Second place earned.
Once again, I am free to smite the world as I did in days long past.
This man introduced himself in the opening. Every single episode. That's not confidence. That's a villain who knows he's already won. Because here's the thing about Aku that separates him from everyone else on this list. He didn't almost take over the world. He didn't try to win. He did. Aku conquered the entire planet, ruled it for centuries, and sent the only person who could stop him into the future where Aku was even more powerful. That's not a villain arc. That's a victory lap. The shape-shifting, the voice, shout out to the legendary Mako. The fact that he was genuinely funny and terrifying at the same time. Aku could be cracking jokes one second and erasing civilizations the next. He had drip. That shape-shifting silhouette is one of the most iconic designs in cartoon history. He had fear factor. Entire populations lived under his rule in terror. He had bonus column, the voice, the laugh, too many iconic moments to count. Aku was the final boss of Cartoon Network villains. He checked every box. He is Aura. That's your winner. And I don't want to hear any complaints. And if you want Aura, please subscribe to me.